officially returns as Batman. Perhaps the SnyderVerse too? So, on Thursday, July 28th, Jason Momoa, who plays Aquaman, announced on social media that Ben Affleck will be returning to his role as Bruce Wayne / Batman in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. This is the newest development in the saga, after most recently portraying the role in Zack Snyder's Justice League last year. The announcement swiftly sent DC fanbase into an exciting frenzy, especially those who have been wondering if Affleck may still have a long-term future in the role. Campaigns to see more of Zack Snyder's connected universe have increased with the release of the Snyder Cut, including a potential standalone film starring Affleck. What does this cameo mean for the future of the Snyderverse? It is well known that Affleck will once again don the cape for the next Flash film, which is scheduled to come out next summer. He previously revealed that this would not be the actor's final appearance as Batman, which many fans have feared that Affleck might not reprise the part following the Justice League. The actor has publicly discussed how The Flash convinced him to sign on, and has been said that the actor even made changes to the script to suit his preferences. We already know, however, that Michale Keaton will also play the Caped Crusader in both The Flash and the upcoming Batgirl movie, so Ben Affleck won't be the only Batman actor appearing in the film. Many believe that The Flash might mark Affleck's final performance as the character before the mantle is passed back to Keaton, since the plot revolves around the multiverse that are set to reset the DC cinematic universe. However, due to the long delay of the release date of The Flash, changes could be made to continue with the Ben Affleck's Batman and other Snyderverse characters, even if it's on HBO Max only. Does Affleck's appearance in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom aid the cause and perhaps give us a clue about the possible future appearances of his Batman after The Flash? Although it's impossible to predict what the future may bring, his unexpected participation in the movie may ultimately depend when DC releases it. To take into consideration special effects delays, DC's forthcoming movie schedules was changed earlier on this year, with Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom now releasing several months before The Flash instead of previously planned many months after. As a result, Aquaman 2 and Affleck's appearance in it will presumably take place before The Flash. There also the possibility that the Lost Kingdom story already featured a Batman in some fashion, and that Affleck's portrayal would make more sense for the ongoing DC story than Keaton's. There also the chance that the post-credits scene, like numerous other scenes in comic book movies setting up whatever the next big thing is, was included to draw a connection between the Lost Kingdom and The Flash. Regarding the Snyderverse, while Affleck's involvement in Aquaman 2 photos highlights the character's development that Zack Snyder created, it is still unclear whether this may imply anything more. Even DC newly formed parent company of Warner Bros. Discovery seemed unsure about the franchise future as a result of the publisher DC Comics Jim Lee and actor Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comments at San Diego Comic-Con. According to reports, they are unsure about continuing a connected universe or just focusing on standalone films. Hopefully, WB Discovery and DC will announce some exciting news on the future of the Snyderverse at DC Fandom coming later this year. So yeah, this is pretty exciting news. I'm a huge fan of Ben Affleck's Batman and what him and Zack Snyder did with in Batman vs Superman. Right there, check it out if you haven't seen it. And I think his Batman so far is the most comic book correct. I mean, like all the other Batmans have been pretty much, different Batmans from different eras, of the comic books. Batman has been around since 1940, or if not 1939, I think it might have been. But I mean, still a long time. And this has been so many different writers and artists, putting their own spin on Batman, and I think that's what Zack Snyder's and Ben Affleck's take on it. Just a different take that was influenced by the New 52 Comics Batman, as well as the Frank Miller's Batman, the Dark Knight Returns comic or graphic novel. So yeah, I had no interest in seeing Aquaman because I didn't really care for the false one, and plus the Amber Heard stuff with Johnny Depp kind of makes you not want to see also. And I mean, I always liked Jason Momoa and thought he did good as Aquaman, but false Aquaman movie just felt like so much like I was watching a remake of Thor that was called Aquaman, and it had a DC logo at the beginning and not a Marvel logo, and I wasn't really interested in it now until now that Ben Affleck's Batman is gonna be in it. I'm kind of worried about the fact that because there was such a big rumor of Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, was going to be at Comic-Con this year, and nothing about that. It was that I don't know, something happened, he was supposed to, and then he ended up not being it and be able to. I think it was always rumored that he was going to do it over like a Zoom, a video call, and he was now going to be there personally, but he was going to do it through, a video call. I'm not quite sure. We did hear that somebody did get COVID on the set of The Witcher season 3, and that's what they are filming now. So that could have been him. I don't know if he was the one who got COVID or not, but he could have got COVID and wasn't able to do it. It did also seem though that because they did not have a big announcements and stuff that we already knew that was coming out. There was nothing that we didn't know that wasn't coming out, and so they needed something big, and I think they may have created that a fake rumor about Henry Cavill being there to get excitement, kind of like at the Oscar. No one was watching it until Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. So that's why I'm kind of worried about this cameo, and I think that's what all it is just a small cameo, even rumored that it's just actually just Bruce Wayne and not actually Batman, and it might be just a post-credit thing at the very end, as said in this article. By the way, this article is coming from my website, Geeking Around Network, where you can find the link to the website in the description. Make sure to check out the website to see a lot more stuff. Like I did an article about Comic-Con, I just didn't have time to do a video for, but I thought I should do a video for this because this is really big news for the SnyderVerse and Ben Affleck's Batman fans. But yeah, I hope this isn't just some little cameo. I hope this is something that will tell us that Ben Affleck will be in future movies, and if it has to be just HBO Max, and they just release like they did with Zack Snyder Justice League and stuff, that's fine. I mean, I would love to see all these films, Justice League, and if they make Ben Affleck's the Batman movie, I would love to see on the big screen, because Zack Snyder, one of the best directors out there who loves making big movies that perfect for at the movie theater, especially at IMAX and stuff. And if you haven't already, check out my Zack Snyder Justice League movie review I go over a lot of Zack Snyder stuff. And did a video of Rebel Moon as well. But yeah, I hope this actually means something much bigger than just a cameo. What do y'all think? Are we getting too excited about it? I know Grace Randolph, well, her last name is Rudolph. She's saying that this is nothing. This is just, this is it's stupid to get excited for it. This means nothing. And it's like, well, you told us there was no Snyder cut. Like, it didn't exist. It was now going to happen. And then it did happen. Like, also, and she was one of the few people that also, like, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill and stuff, they never said that they are completely done with these roles. The only thing I remember them saying is that, if they would come back if Zack Snyder come back. I think they just doing this out of loyalty. Maybe they want Ben Affleck to come back, but they not coming back until, like, maybe Ben Affleck's like, okay, well, I do these small parts, these cameos, but I'm not coming back until Zack comes back. And I think that's also Henry Cavill thing as well. So I think they just being loyal to the director, the guy who created these movies. And yeah, what do y'all think? Are you excited? What do you think this means for the future of the Snyderverse, and what do you hope to see in the Aquaman sequel? Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. As I said, there's a link to the Geeking Around Network website where you can get more videos and articles and news and stuff, and as well as a link to the Geeking Around merchandise like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. And you can also find a link to my comic book, Kira, A Star Wars Story. Will be releasing a part 2 once part 1 is finished, which will be here pretty soon. Give it a couple more weeks to be finished, and then we're gonna be putting out a short story sequel to the comic book. And I actually, little inside on scoop, I am working. I have an idea, I should say, not working, but I have an idea for a Batman story. Although, to be honest, it probably fits more into the Matt Reeves The Batman storyline. Although it might could fit into Ben Affleck's and Zack Snyder's stuff, but this is kind of more, like I said, it's just an idea. We could change it to make it more into a Ben Affleck's and Zack Snyder universe. We have to see, and it's still gonna be a while. I still got a whole bunch of other ideas for comic books and stories that I'm working hard to try and get. So yeah, just make sure you like and subscribe, and that really helps out. Comment what you want to see in Aquaman, and what you hope to see regarding Batman in the Aquaman sequel, and I catch you next time. Bye.